What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got another review for you of this is the Divo Knives Mash 2.5. I didn't have the Mash or the Mash 2, but this is actually my first Divo knife. Really like it. So, well, spoiler alert there, but I think it's a pretty good knife. Divo Knives is left to EDC, and he kind of designs these knives. He's pretty big YouTube content creator, at least big in my eyes. I think he's got like well over 10-15,000 subscribers or so. So if you want to go check him out, I'll have the link for his channel down in the description. If you want to go check out Left to EDC, he's got a lot of really great content. A lot of cool stuff. He's been doing it a lot longer than I have, and got a lot of really good videos on there. But I got this a week and a half ago, week ago, something like that, I guess. Put the unboxing up, but yeah, I've carried it for a few days, and kind of wanted to give like my full thoughts on it. But this is pretty good little knife. I believe the OEM on it is Kubi. Kubi's the OEM on it, and they do fantastic work. Let's get a little close up there before I do the specs on it, size comparisons and measurements and all that stuff. So go ahead and get the tape out. So specs on the Divo Knives Mash 2.5. He's sitting at right at 7 5/8, right, 7 5/8 overall. If you go all the way from the tip to the end of the handle. Blade length right at 3.5. Cutting edge right at 3 1/4. Thanks to that really good sharpening choil, kind of sort of finger choil thing they got going on there. Pretty good sized knife in my opinion. Good blade to handle ratios on it. Put it up next to a couple familiar looking ones for some people at least. That's the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Fairly close. Paramilitary 2 is a little longer, a little bigger, a little bit more cutting edge. Not much there. But Paramilitary 2 doesn't exactly isn't the best blade to handle ratio knife. Well, it's pretty good. It's not really the best example for that. But here's the Spyderco Para 3, smaller knife. So right in between the Paramilitary 2 and the Para 3, looks like, get a couple more out here. So we got the Doug Ritter Hogue RSK MK1. That's the one in 20 CV and G10. Full size knife, so it's a little bit bigger than the Mash 2.5, even though I'd still consider the 2.5 a good. Anything over, like, I'd say with the cutting edge, the total length being close to 8 inches, 7.5 or over would be a full size knife. Cutting edge, anything, I'd say over 3 1/8, 3 1/4 or so would be a full size knife. So, and that's kind of like a fluid rule, so not really anything set in stone there. It's just my opinion. Like, this is a smaller knife. I wouldn't consider this is a Hogue Deca. I wouldn't consider it a full size knife. But even though it's a good size, it's not a miniature knife like the Baby Banner. I'd call it like maybe like a medium or something. So cutting edge is fairly close to the Mash 2.5, even though the Mash 2.5 has it beat with cutting edge. I'll go ahead and look at two more here. I got the, let's see, this is the Divo Knives 80-20.5. And this is the Cold Steel Knives 80-10. So, about the same thing there, right? So, 80-10 definitely the larger of the full-size knives I've put up. It's bulkier, bigger, a lot bigger of a knife than the rest of them, especially in broadness and thickness of the handle material and being overbuilt. But that, you know, cutting edge I would say is closer to this than this, but it's really right there in between. You know, it carries more like this though. So, and I think that's going to do it for size comparisons. Go ahead and get the scale out, weigh it. The scale. Let's do the calibers first. Go ahead and get all the measurements as far as inches and stuff goes out the way first. Trying to get this set in order, you know, to where I got kind of like a regular routine of doing things, but I get mixed up a lot of times. Anyway, that's the handle thickness, or the I'm sorry, the blade stock thickness. You're looking at 100 and a little over 100, almost right at 111, 112 thousandths right there. Thickest part of the spine there. 111, a little over 111 thousandths there. And go down here to the thinnest part. It's a hollow grind. You're looking at 23 thousandths there, all the way at the tip. And let's see, we'll go right here, kind of in the belly, 25 thousandths. So that that hollow grind really tapers down to a nice slicey edge there. And handle thickness, yeah, that's pretty good. 0.399, pretty good for handle thickness. Not a thick handle by any means. I'd say the handle thickness matches the feeling of it matches the blade. You know, it's not especially thick, not especially thin. Fits just right. So go ahead and do the weight on it. Do the weight next. Get the scale out here and make sure it's zeroed out. Weight on it, Divo Knives Mash 2.5, 3.9. So 3.9 ounces. You got about 3.25 inches of cutting edge there. You know, pretty good ratios, especially when you consider this is titanium. You know, it's really good blade to handle ratios in my opinion. It's pretty light for a titanium knife. Feels light in the hand, you know. 3.8 there. So we'll do it one more time because we had two different results just to make sure. 3.9, 3.8. It's right at 3.8, 3.9. Kind of, that's the weight on it. So we'll go ahead and turn the scale off. Put the scale up. Pocket check. Get the jeans out here. So I really like this clip. This is a deep carry wire clip. That's pretty much all you're looking at, you know, sticking out of the pocket when you're carrying it. So that's definitely a good thing. Wire clip's one of my favorite clips of any knife clip. It does the job just fine. Nice little swoop there, goes down, grabs it, keeps it from coming out. It's secure and it's low profile. Pretty good pocket clip. Definitely no complaints there. Go ahead and do a hardware check on this thing. Let's see. I think everything's T8 on it, but I want to look at that and 100% verify that before I tell you guys everything's T8 on it. It's a T8 bit. Yeah, it's T8. T8. All right. So pivot, T8 on the pivot. One body screw there, T8. Pocket clip, T8. That's awesome. So one bit. Yeah, minimal hardware, you know. Captive pivot, also Divo Knives logo on that side. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Captive pivot, awesome. T8 all the way around. So you only need to use one bit, and if you take this thing apart, it's pretty simple to take apart with the minimal hardware. One bit to use, you know, that's a good thing for sure. All right, so we got all that out of the way, and then let's see, how's this thing cut? Cut's pretty good. Paper's not going to really prove anything, I don't think. I have cut a good bit with it. Cut a few things, boxes, rope, but you know, this isn't factory. Well, I mean, this is the factory edge. Factory edge on it's pretty good. it's not skint back like that 17-degree edge that I'm gonna put on there after I dull it up and sharpen it. But factory edge, pretty good factory edge if it's slicing foam paper clean like that, you know. Not bad at all. Really good factory edge, I'd say. Also, while we're on the edge, the steel's 154 cm, I believe. Yeah, right there. The camera to focus on it. 154 cm. That's a great steel. Good all-around steel. Good for everyday carry. Not especially a high-end steel, you know, like your Magna Cut or Rex 45 or, you know, S45VN, I wouldn't say, or anything like that, but also not what I would say is a budget steel by any means. I mean, you see, it's kind of like a mid-range steel. 154 cm you see on knives that range from, you know, 40, 45, 50 bucks to knives that range, you know, in the multiple hundreds of dollars. And while we're talking about price, this is sitting right at 150 bucks. And I think for what you're getting, nice hollow grind, good carry knife, 154 cm steel, blade steel on it, titanium handle, milled out too. I'm on the subject of that, before I forget to tell you guys about that. Take a look at that, milled out nicely. Nice milled out titanium handle. Liner lock, right? But not exactly a normal liner lock, kind of like an inset, I guess you'd call it, an inset liner lock. Maybe Lefty will actually watch this video and correct me in the comments. Highly doubt Lefty would ever even know my name or, you know, watch this video, you know, because, I mean, shit, he's been designing knives for years and doing content creating for longer than that, so what would he care about what I thought? But that is, in fact, really good to have that milled out. It contributes to the weight reduction on it. Balance on this thing sits, let's see, where's the balance at? Sitting about right there. That's right where you want it. Choke back, choked up. You know, you can choke up on it like this. It's got nice jimping up top. Good jimping up top right there. Comfortable. Whenever this is really the, you know, as far as gripping the knife goes, ergonomically, this is, you know, the stance you're looking on. I got a full 4-finger grip on here. You know, I got average, large, I guess, glove size hands. And cutting with it, that's pretty comfortable right there, even for titanium. You know, the edges are knocked back pretty good, chamfered. They're, you know, it's contoured. Very comfortable. And also, it comes in a couple different variants. Blade Bend has got an exclusive blacked out looking variant, but also on the Divo Knives website, when they're available, when they dropped, and they sold out within, I think, I don't know, a couple hours. I think all of them were sold out. This was the last one to sell out. But the other two variants are the carbon fiber, it's like a weave carbon fiber with a belt satin finish, and really nice looking anodized titanium with a belt satin finish. So it's got 4 different versions of it, but really popular knife. Excuse me, it sold out quick whenever it was released. But I'm sure they're going to get around to making more of these. So it's not like, you know, they're going away or, you know, discontinued or anything like that. I'm sure he'll make more of them, especially with the success of this one, you know. Let's see, I can't think of anything else. Oh, you got a nice little cutout there. Good size little cutout. Access to the lock bar right there. There's no double clutch on it. And what a double clutch is, when you're talking about a pocket knife, double clutch is whenever you push this in to disengage the lock and fold the knife back in, whenever it hits that second detent ball, or whenever it hits that detent ball, when you start folding it, to break that detent ball, the position of it is right there. Alright, so I still got plenty of room to move my thumb out the way. If it had a double clutch, would be, You know, now, obviously it doesn't because it's folded in so much, but the double clutch pinches your thumb pretty much. In order to disengage the lock, you're pinching your thumb, which is not a worry here. You know, you got a nice little position. You can do the middle finger flick, reverse flick to open and close it. You know, or to open it. You can do the thumb flick to open it. Good action thumb flick. You know, slow roll it. Whatever you want to do to open it. Nice, kind of like a little fidgeter, really. You know, it's a good little knife. I like the coating on there. I was really happy to get the bronze anodized titanium version of it with the blacked out blade. I think it looks really nice. You know, it comes with blacked out hardware, and you get a pretty nice rag too. That's like a little bonus you get whenever you order the knife. But a good size microfiber cloth comes with it, with the Divo Knives logo on it too. So that's pretty cool. Detent's great, action's great, size is great. I'd probably give this knife an A. You know, if I was grading knives every time I give them a review, maybe I should start doing that. I don't know. You can let me know in the comments if anybody actually got this far into watching the video. But you know, doing a full review, that was an idea I had. You know, just to kind of set it apart from a lot of other reviews. But if I was grading this knife out of 100, 1 to 100, you know, I would probably say I would give this knife a 95. I can't really think of a whole lot wrong with this knife. I love the blade shape. I love the contouring on the handles. I love the weight of it. I love the blade steel's a good steel. You know, I mean, maybe if you know, maybe if it was $150 and he had, I don't know, like Rex 45 or Van X or something crazy like that, you know. But a 95 out of 100 is a pretty good score to me, you know, and that's not a scientific score or anything like that, you know. And I'm sure Lefty's not exactly going to print out that the Knight's Edge gave his knife a 95 out of 100 and put it on his refrigerator next to, you know, his kids' drawings and stuff. So, but yeah, it's a great knife, really good knife. Whenever they're available again, definitely worth checking out, definitely worth getting. Divo Knives Mash 2.5. And I think that's about it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content, and I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks.